What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your karma reading. So, this is the karma series. Some of these are going to be recorded, some of these are going to be live, but we're going into eclipse season and we're closing out a lot of karmic cycles over the next few weeks. So, I figured this is the perfect time to do some karmic readings. So, karma, I know, has a very negative connotation in the collective. But karma is actually just lessons. It's just our experiences and the things that we go through as an individual on our soul's journey. So I know that a lot of times we're like, oh my gosh, karma, what a horrible thing. But it's really not. It's really not. Karma's not good. It's not bad. It just is. Hello, Autumn. How are you? But take these experiences as things that are here to help you develop your soul and to step into your most highest self. Right. So let's see what your karma is, what your lesson is, what you're currently going through, and what the purpose of that situation is for you. Okay. Well, I really want to use Tarot in Wonderland for you. Tarot in Wonderland to me as a reader is a very playful deck. To me, this is someone who's embodying a lighthearted energy. This might be a time that you need to be embodying a lighthearted energy or find things that help you shift into that. Okay. This is also a very, it mimics Alice in Wonderland, which has a lot of distortion, a lot of illusion. Just be mindful of that. If it's been a difficult time for you, we're going to see how to work through those things. Show me what I most need to see for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Again, it's general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Show me what I most need to see for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. The Tower is the first card out. So we have the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. The Tower is Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is our current South node, which is karma, right? It's karma, it's lessons, it's past life energy. It's also things that are coming into our awareness right now so we can work through them and release them and move forward. I actually really, really like this. You might be dealing with some issues with abandonment or rejection with the Five of Pentacles showing up. The Five of Pentacles is the card of abandonment. It's also the lack mentality, not having enough or not having all that you want at this moment in time in your life, in your reality. And it is a victim mentality too, because at times with the Five of Pentacles, it could seem as if we don't have enough, but really we have everything that we need right here in this moment. And the Tower is the card of sudden realizations and sudden changes. So it's almost like the universe trying to shake this mentality out of you in a sense, right? So let's see what else is coming out. There might also be people trying to pull you out of this, and you might not see that, right? So just be mindful. This could be you or it could be people in your environment. So if you're surrounded by energies like this, be mindful that you can't control other people. When they're ready to shift out of this, they're going to choose to shift out of it, okay? But whoever this is, whether it be you or someone around you, they're going through this transformation. So let's continue for Cancer. I heard pause and breathe. So this regulation of the nervous system, breath is an amazing tool that we all have. Like that is a tool that you are literally born with, the breath of life, right? To help you calm, to bring you back to a state of peace. With the Six of Swords, the six is peace. It's moving out of the state of conflict. Then we have the Lovers, which is choices and decisions, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands. Okay, so we're getting to this place of how do I heard acclimate. What are we acclimating? There's a new cycle around the corner. It's going to help you step into what you want to create, what you want to build. I don't think right now you know what that is, to be honest with you. It's almost like I feel like there's something I should be doing. I feel like there is something I should be creating. It does not feel like, Four of Pentacles. There's a holding on to old ways. It's old cycles that need to end. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is my card of like seeking validation, like really wanting recognition, because it's someone who's coming out of war and they're like, I did it. And like everybody around them was like, great job, you know? It's a Six of Wands. It's victory. You might be holding on to really wanting that. Underneath the Six of Wands is the Magician in reverse. Is someone who's not in their power. Okay. So let's get into clarifying here, because with the Lovers and the Ace of Wands, if this is a relationship, there's going to be a second chance, but there is a need to overcome this Five of Swords that we're stuck in because we're not yet in the Six, which is the inner conflict. It's also the self-critic and the fear of abandonment, the fear of rejection that's going on here. The Tower is like self-realizations. So what do I want to clarify? Witch's Tarot. That was really loud. Okay. Witch's Tarot is like my OG deck. It's kind of like my back to basics deck. So if you feel like you're repeating a certain moment in your life right now, it might be because you're repeating a karmic cycle, quite literally, like repeating a lesson, or you're having a second chance to cement a lesson. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've been here before, dot your I's and cross your T's. You know, there might be a little something to learn. So let's look at the Tower. Okay. We're about to see what it is. As soon as I got to the Tower, they're like, this is it. It's okay. Let's look at the Tower. I heard circumstances. And then they show me the river. When I see a river, that's someone who's about to turn the corner. You're about to turn the corner, because it always comes with the song from Pocahontas, right around the river bend, every time I hear it. So that means that you're about to turn the corner. Page of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands with the river in front of it, right? It's time to be honest about the opportunity that really is there right in front of you, that your heart is not open to receiving, right? Or their heart is not open to receiving, okay? And with the Magician, it's challenging you to step into your full potential, to your full power, to truly accept it. Like, this is what you're capable of doing. You can have all these things and do all these things. Hello, my dear. Woohoo! Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. I heard forgiveness is necessary. Forgiveness, I heard childhood trauma. Childhood trauma, and then my throat got tight. Something, okay, and now I'm hearing smoke inhalation. This could have been like a literal experience. So some of you, this is natural disasters that you went through. So others of you, this was like just, some of you, this was a dream space experience. Just be mindful of this. But with childhood trauma, it might also be time to do like meditations or past life regressions, or simply affirmations. I have affirmations on my meditation affirmation playlist that are for literally your inner child to help you work through those things. I use them myself to this day, right? Because every day we are gaining more karma and more lessons and more triggers to bring up those things within us that need to be addressed, that need to be healed. And there's no shame in saying, hey, I'm still working on this, right? Because it was for how many years was that trigger pushed until you finally realize, hey, this is a trigger that I got to work through. And that's okay. But this feels like the inner child. It does feel like the inner child coming out, being poked at, and you're finally getting like, okay, it's time to do it. Five of Pentacles. I heard slow assurance. It actually feels like a divine assist, like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. You can move in this direction. Like, this time it's going to work, right? And it's weird. It's very weird. It actually looks like someone pushing the fool off the cliff, like, hey, take that leap of faith. And the fool's like, it's a fucking cliff. Don't push me. but it's like, there's a parachute on your back. You're fine. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. Okay. They said slow. Yeah, Sun in reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Like I said, you're stuck in the Five. You're not yet in the Six, and the Five showed up right before we got to clarifying the Six. The Five of Swords is the inner critic, like as I call my inner critic, Shannon, my ego, right? It's the voice inside your head that's like, no, you can't do this, or you shouldn't go there, or you shouldn't start that, or you're not going to be successful. That little voice that's just trying to protect you and stop you from doing something that's outside your comfort zone, when really it's not aware of what you could really accomplish outside of your comfort zone, because it's never been outside that comfort zone. Take the risk. It's scared of stepping into the new because it doesn't want to fail. It doesn't know what's there. It's not illuminated. They don't know. It's the unknown. It needs to be brave, Nine of Wands, and keep going and release the inner critic. Five of Swords. Let's look at the Six. Let's look at the Six. This is like the rope of the ego pulling you back. When the higher self is like pushing you off the cliff, the ego's like, no, I got a lasso, get back here. It's the push and pull. It's like, one day I feel really confident. The next day I feel like, fuck this, not doing it. Let's look at the Six of Swords. Five of Cups. Yeah, I like that. Five of Cups is the morning. It's the morning. It's the release, right? The ego, like that comfort zone you're in, when you start to break it, that's when it's going to fight the most to keep you in that comfort zone. Because it's like, this is where I know how to protect you. This is where I know you're safe. And your new self that you're making now, the tools you have today, not who you were yesterday or 2 days ago or a week ago or 6 days ago, right? The tools you have today need to tell your ego or the you yesterday, like, hey, but today I know this and I didn't know that yesterday. So today I can do this and I might not have been able to yesterday, but now I can because now I have something new that I didn't have before. That's why every day is a new day, because every day we're learning new things. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Lovers. Yep, there's your choice. Six of Pentacles. Oh, fuck yes. This is great. I love this. I love this so much. Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. This is that energy of exchanging with the universe. The Six of Pentacles is balance. You can most likely be exchanging some very heartfelt, romantic, but also vulnerable, I really want to say information with somebody, like saying like, hey, like I finally realized like XYZ is going on between us. And like, I really want to invest in XYZ in this way, right? Whether it's romantic, platonic, business related, don't care, whatever floats your boat. If you're making a choice to invest in something for yourself, whether it be a business or an endeavor or a goal of some sort, it's going to pay off because you're letting go of the inner critic and you're choosing to move forward. Is it going to move forward overnight? No, because the Six of Swords being in reverse tells me that you're still reprogramming that inner critic in the mind that's saying, no, I can't. And you're like, shut up, Shannon. Yes, I can. Go drink your box wine. Right? Let's look at the Lovers. But we don't self-medicate here, so don't drink your box wine. Go for a walk, Shannon. Let's look at the Lovers. Karma, judgment. This choice helps you clear your karma. And clear in the sense of, I don't like the phrase clear your karma, because we're not ever really like clearing it. It's just like, hey, like if you had a checklist of lessons you had to learn, check, you did it. You learn your lesson. That's great. Like you learned that you had to balance the way you invested in things. You learned that that inner critic was a part of you that was working from fear, that was working from insecurity. It wasn't truly your true authentic self. It was a hurt, scared part of you that was trying to protect you. Okay. And no more. No more. You're very deserving of it all. The Star. Yes, your destiny, your path. What's meant for you? Divine time. The Star. Beautiful. Aquarian energy. And Saturn's in Aquarius. And Saturn's the planet of maturity. It's what tests us. The test, the Hierophant, right? The exam, the lesson. Okay. The Four of Cups. You're no longer rejecting the things that are meant for you, that are part of your path. Why? Because you know it's your truth. Page of Swords. You're becoming the student again and learning that it's okay for me to want these things for myself, because I might not succeed the first time, but I'm going to learn something from that failure and I can try again and do it better the second time. Woohoo. Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is the second chance that you're getting. The Ace of Wands. Three of Cups. Yes. You could be going through a reconciliation with somebody, but also it's showing you to have more compassion for yourself and the people in your environment, because everything is a mirror. On top of that, with the Empress in reverse and the Three of Cups here, you're going to start to celebrate your victories instead of negating yourself and giving so much time and energy to things that you deplete yourself, right? Because the Empress in reverse to me is an energy of codependency, and this is what's ending, right? Especially with the Queen of Cups underneath, then the Eight of Swords. Oh, this is awesome. 10 of Pentacles, and then 6 of Cups. You're learning to have relationships where you do not, relationships and dynamics, not only with people, but with things like endeavors and goals. So let's say you run a business, right? You're not going to give all of your time and energy to your business. You're also going to honor the fact that like, hey, I want to go to the gym, or I want to go out with my friends. And it's okay for me to not drive myself mad doing XYZ. Like if I need a mental break, it's okay to take a mental break, right? Within reason. You're learning a very healthy balance and not to be so critical or hard of yourself, or allow the other perceptions that people have of you to define who you are as a person, because you define yourself, not other people. Okay? 10 of Wands. You're releasing that burden, learning to have more compassion for yourself, and being more intuitive and seeing these wounds in other people and how they're mirrored back to you. And that's allowing you to release yourself from the self-imposed prison of like, oh my gosh, what do they think about me? Do I really give a fuck what you think about me? Not really, but I'm seeing that what you're saying to me is more so a wound inside yourself, and I just need to hold space for you, right? 10 of Pentacles leads to more stability and more balanced connections. Nice. But that's not something to say like, this has nothing to do with me and it's all within yourself. Like people who do that all the time, that's not healthy. Like be aware that some things are true for you and you got to take accountability for that. Because the mirror goes both ways. Sometimes they're showing you what's inside of you and sometimes you show what's inside of them. And sometimes you're just showing each other. So it's always good to take a step back and breathe. Breathe. Let's look at the King of Wands. This is what you're creating now. Creation. 5 of Pentacles, Emperor in reverse, and the 7 of Swords. Ooh, interesting. So whatever mirror you have going on here has been mirroring in a dynamic, distorted masculine and distorted feminine energy, because we have the Emperor in reverse and the Empress in reverse. So if you've been trying to give birth to something, if you've been trying to make something and care for something, but it's just not getting off the ground with a person or a situation, and you're like, why is it not coming to me? It's because there's been a lack of mentality on both people's parts, whether it be in, well, I'm not going to put action into it, distorted masculine, or I'm not going to believe that I can do it, distorted feminine, right? You're mirroring it in 2 different ways. And now we're shifting into like the confidence of it all, right? Okay. Let's look at the 4 of Pentacles. And remember, energy is not gender. Empress and Emperor does not mean woman and man. It means masculine and feminine energy. It doesn't define your genitalia. Okay, cool. Let's look at the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. I love this so much. This Queen of Pentacles is my mini Empress energy. This is somebody who's learning to protect their energy. It's also somebody who's understanding that what they value, what they want to pursue in their life, is also something that is capable, is also someone who is capable of creating their own stability, right? I really, really like this because it's no longer giving themselves to other people, places, or things that are draining to them. So I like this. It's balancing the feminine, balancing the masculine, and just learning what to invest in and what not to invest in, which means that you might have some time apart, which is really nice. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. You're not going to be building together for a minute here. Most likely going to have some time apart. Because then we have the King of Cups, the King to the Queen of Cups. Very nice. A lot of true pairs. It's just the need to understand that there is a mirror going on about abandonment. Okie dokie. But this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, or you want to join our Reiki practitioner certification course, that is in May and June for in-person and online. So check that out on my website. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.